All right, all right. So, after doing the floor in ceramic tile that looks like wood, today we are putting up these. So we are mastic to Kurdi, which is a pain in the backside because mastic really doesn't like to stick to anything but people and everything else. So we're trying to keep it as clean as possible. It's looking pretty good. That's all coming around the walls here and to the roof. But yeah, seems to be doing okay. Tiling, just another thing. Pegging up all your tiles takes a while, especially if they're not all the same size, which is why you buy wedges and not pegs. Those little star-shaped pegs are no good, unless of course all your tiles are the same size, and it wasn't the same size 20 years ago. So there's zero chance they're all the same size 20 years later in this day and age of make it and throw it out the door and charge them as much as you can without actually giving them a decent product. I bought a diamond blade for my hand grinder. It was 30 bucks. I thought that was reasonable in the middle of the pricing. I cut around the toilet, 4 cuts, and then it was done. It turned into steel. There was no diamond left on the blade. So 4 cuts for $30. It looked good, but it turned out to be a piece of shit. But then again, that's what happens when you let foreigners in who make cheap shit from India. It looks the same, but the metal's different. There aren't any as many diamonds on it. And then they sell it for the price of what used to be a good diamond blade. So I brought 2 20-year-old blades with me to do my cutting with. Blades that I bought for 50 bucks that have lasted me 20 years. So unfortunately, when you see these YouTube videos in foreign countries of people digging a dirt hole and making this gigantic wheel out of steel and then saying, hey look, this is how we make it in Pakistan. You know, that piece of shit has had no pressure put on it and it's going to snap. So they're going to sell that for $20,000 and it's going to snap. Same way now, I can't buy, oh, you bastard. I can't buy a decent diamond covered blade because they're buying them from Pakistan, which means it's a piece of shit. It means it's not made properly. It's made without quality checks, without actually having a quality standard. They literally must have spray painted it with diamonds, like, psh, that'll do. So what happens is, when you cut your country, because it's blown all its money, relies on other countries to supply their gear. They go to cheaper countries because it's cheaper because, well, it's just you and me buying it, isn't it? So the government gets paid while you have to deal with piles of shit tools. This is why houses are falling down. Shit workers and shit tools. And that's my rant on how the world's turning. So there we go, up to the ceiling. There's going to be crown moulding up there all the way around, so I didn't really give a shit about where it ended up. So we're pretty close anyway, but definitely going to have some crown moulding around the whole thing. And there we go, back wall done.